Greetings, everyone. Would you please do me a favor? Would you please repeat and remember 6 words? Please repeat after me. Please say, the money is in the hogs. The money is in the hogs. I want to use those 6 words to explain how I became the person who stands before you today. In the early 90s, my father became the senior pastor of my home church, the Bible Way House of Prayer in Birmingham, Alabama. One of his first initiatives as the senior pastor was to purchase a bus so that he could transport inner city children and youth to church-sponsored field trips after school, on weekends, and during the summer. Dad believed that we were less likely to get in trouble and, God forbid, get arrested if we were occupied with positive alternatives. My dad's father, I called him Granddad. He was a livestock, vegetable, and fruit farmer. He pledged the first $1,000 towards the bus. When my father went to collect the $1,000, his father led him to his hog pen. He pointed to 2 hogs and said, "There's your $1,000. My dad said, "There's my $1,000. Dad, I thought you were going to give me $1,000. My grandfather said, "I am. The money is in the hogs." He said, if you take those 2 hogs to slaughter, you will receive $500 for each hog. My mother and father decided to use their ingenuity and to see if they could raise more than $1,000. The men's ministry slaughtered and cleaned the hair off the hogs. The church's makeshift culinary ministry seasoned, grilled, and pulled the pork off the bones. The other members of the church contacted their family, friends, and neighbors and asked them to purchase pulled pork sandwiches. By the end of the selling, the church had raised $2,000. My grandfather was correct. The money is in the hogs. What does that story reveal about me? Well, the money is in the hog story has been a mantra that I have used throughout my life. The essence of the money is in the hogs is life rarely hands us precisely what we believe we need to accomplish our goals. However, if we are optimistic, if we reimagine our options, if we roll up our sleeves and we dare to do the messy work, then all things will become possible. Throughout my entire life, I've had to believe the money is in the hogs, and I am here to encourage all of you to also believe the money is in the hogs. I was born and reared in Birmingham, Alabama in 1982, 14 years after the modern civil rights movement. Many of the horrendous images that captured the nation's imagination were from my hometown, Birmingham, Alabama. By the time I was born, most whites and their businesses had abandoned the city. Therefore, I was reared in one of the poorest school districts in the country. A poor school district explains why most males from my community either spent time in prison, went into the military, did not graduate from high school, definitely didn't go to college, or just plain disappeared. Despite these circumstances, I still believed the money is in the hogs. And I always believed that I would do something big in the world. And my mother and father always prayed over me, and they told me that God had something special for me to do. A poorly funded school system explains why I tested very poorly on my standardized tests. When I initially went to college, few colleges accepted me, and the one that I initially attended assigned me to remedial math and English. Life did not hand me precisely what I needed to accomplish my goals. However, because I was optimistic and because I believed the money is in the hogs, when I assessed my situation, I realized I had access to everything I needed to obtain a doctorate degree one day. I was optimistic. I reimagined my options. I rolled up my sleeves and dared to do messy work, which means I did all of my homework. I also asked professors for extra help, and I was not afraid to ask professors to assist me. As a result of that, by my junior year of college, I transferred to Birmingham Southern College, which was then considered the Harvard of Alabama. At Birmingham Southern College, I continued to believe the money is in the hogs. And as a result of that, by the time graduation came around, I received one of their top academic awards. My advisor, after he heard one of my presentations, strongly encouraged me to one day pursue a PhD, and I was accepted into the Master of Divinity program at Emory University, watch this, before I even applied. At Emory University, I continued to believe the money is in the hogs. I continued to be optimistic, to reimagine my options, to roll up my sleeves and dare to do messier, more complex work, and a village of professors and teachers helped me. As a result of that, by the time I graduated from Emory University, I graduated with a 3.6 GPA. I also received one of their two preaching awards, and a year later, I was accepted into the Doctor of Philosophy program at the University of Memphis. At Memphis, I followed the same recipe. I continued to believe the money is in the hogs. I continued to be optimistic, to reimagine my option, to roll up my sleeves and dare to do the messy work and involve my village. And as a result of that, at the University of Memphis, I maintained a 3.9 GPA. I received the top PhD in teaching award in my department, and in December of 2015, I graduated Reginald Bell Jr., PhD. I often marvel at how blessed I am. I'm an African-American male from Birmingham, Alabama, who statistically should not have attended one university, but I've graduated from 3. I also am grateful that I've had an opportunity to serve as a professor at 3 universities. I've had the opportunity to preach and to teach in 30 states and various parts of Europe. Last year, I was fortunate to release or to co-author a book and release it. And as of today, I believe the date is March the 29th. Some people call today Good Friday. I can now add TED Talk to my resume. When I tell you the money is in the hogs, I'm not telling you what I heard, but I'm telling you what I know because I am the epitome of what happens when one is optimistic, when you reimagine your options, when you roll up your sleeves and you dare to do the messy work and you involve your village. In my case, my parents, my teachers, classmates from elementary school, middle school, high school, my fraternity brothers. I love and I'm very grateful for my village. Because I do not believe that the universe is a respecter of persons, please forgive me if this sounds gauche or ratchet, but the money is in the hogs. Like me, life may not have given you all that you need to accomplish your goals. But I want to challenge you today and for the rest of your days to continue to believe and practice the money is in the hogs. Decide today that you will recognize the value of your hogs. When fear says you cannot do it, be optimistic. When life hands you lemons, reimagine your options. Who knows? You might see lemon pepper wings, not lemonade, or you might see a detergent. Prepare to symbolically roll up your sleeves and immerse yourself into your goals. At times, and at times you too will be an emotional wreck. We will cry, we will doubt, we will hope, we will fear, we will be happy. Understand that's just the messy deposit that destiny requires. Finally, be kind. Everybody say, be kind. Come on, say it again and say it like you mean it. Be kind. Be kind to your village. Be kind to your friends. Be kind to your neighbors. Be kind to your family. Be kind to your sorority, your fraternity brothers. Be kind to your village. Why? Because they are at our beck and call. The money is in the hogs. Trust me when I say this. If you are optimistic, if you reimagine your options, if you roll up your sleeves, if you dare to do the messy work and involve your village, then trust me when I say your best days are ahead of you. Can I get everybody one more time to just say the money is in the hogs. Thank you very much.